Alright, so I think I'm gonna start off with the face today, which I hope doesn't turn out to be a mistake. I sort of have a look in mind as far as the eyeshadow goes of, you know, what I want to do. I was sort of playing around with makeup yesterday and I think I know the direction that I want to go in. I don't know what to talk about in these Chit Chat Get Ready With Me's. That's why I never really do these much anymore, because I don't know what to chat about. I have to like think of topics to start out with, and then I'm sure I'll just start rambling and ranting, you know how it goes. I just went ahead and primed with my Too Faced Hangover primer. Very moisturizing, but it also dries sort of tacky so that your makeup can really stick to it. And then I usually just go ahead and start out with a thin layer of Shape Tape just on my problem areas. My face is very angry today. I filmed the Chit Chat Get Ready With Me not long ago and I ended up just not posting it because I don't know, I wasn't comfortable with it. I didn't like really what I was talking about. And I actually just sort of edited it in a way that you couldn't tell. I just made it a Get Ready With Me with like music over the top of it instead of me chatting while I was getting ready. L'Oreal Pro Matte as per usual, the shade 101. I actually haven't worn this in a while. I actually haven't worn foundation period in a while. I've been doing just straight up Tarte Shape Tape all over the face. But I want to go for like a full arse, full face of makeup, full coverage kind of a look today. I can give you guys a little update on my skin. I have been working on getting rid of my freaking acne for years now. At this point, it's been years. And I didn't always struggle with acne. I had, you know, a blemish here and there in middle school and high school, you know, when you're supposed to have acne. And I swear it was like as soon as I got married and moved far away from where I grew up, my face just absolutely freaked out. Just priming my eyes really quick with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus primer. And so I've been doing so many things over the past several years to get rid of my acne. I've been trying to figure out what has been causing it and, you know, why and how to get rid of it. And I have done an endless list of things to get rid of it. I went off birth control, I went gluten-free, I started taking vitamin D supplements, I went to the doctor, I went to an endocrinologist. Now this is just Shape Tape under the eyes, and then I'll put a little bit on my lids as well. And I've been taking sort of like progress pictures ever since my primary care doctor originally prescribed me erythromycin, which is an antibiotic. It's an oral medication. Well, the version that I took was oral. I took it for 2 months and it didn't do anything. That first progress picture that I took was on October the 11th of 2016, because that's the day that I started taking the erythromycin. And so I really was hoping and praying that that was gonna get rid of my acne. So I took a sort of before picture, that way I could see. And as you can see, 1 month of the erythromycin did absolutely nothing. But I've sort of been taking progress pictures ever since, and I had no idea how much progress my skin has been making until I put some of the photos side by side. I don't know if it's everybody, but I definitely have a sort of like a good side and a bad side when it comes to my acne. I know that a lot of people have good and bad sides to, you know, their profile, the way they like to be photographed. I have a good and bad side to my acne, and my right side has always been my good side. And so I put my before and after photos of just the right side of my face, and wow, I had no idea that my skin had made that much progress. Even from the photo that I took the other day compared to the photo that I took in April, which was the last progress picture that I took, I had no idea. So I am feeling a lot better, but it's definitely not gone yet, and I'm not satisfied with my skin, so I'm working on it. I'm just setting my face with my RCMA No Color Powder. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. I've already been filming for 7 minutes and I have my entire base done. Now I'm just grabbing my IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination. It's in the shade Light, which is a little bit dark for me, but I'm just gonna grab some of this and place it on the sort of more problem areas that I have that you can still sort of see showing through, just to add a little bit more coverage. I've been trying to listen to you guys. A lot more people than not have been telling me that they prefer when I add my base routine and my Get Ready With Me's, my tutorials and all that stuff. I usually just leave it out because it's the same thing every time, and I don't know if it gets boring or not. I thought it got boring, and I wanted the videos to be a little bit shorter, but you guys have let me know that you prefer when I add it in, so there you go. There's my base routine recently. You guys see what's missing on this side of my face? My cartilage earring is gone. I know this is kind of gross, but I have this hoop earring that I've worn literally for years. I don't like to wear regular studs in my cartilage because it pokes me. They stab me. And the cartilage hoop sort of earring that I wear is so hard for me to get in and out. I have to get my husband's help, and like I said, I've been wearing it for years. And so before my husband and I got married, I had my dad help me put in my cartilage earrings. He was getting so frustrated. He was like, hold on a second. He like left the room and he comes back from the garage with pliers, and he had to like use the pliers to put in my cartilage earring. Anyway, I leave it in all the time. I never touch it. But every once in a while, as I'm brushing my hair or, you know, combing it out, or even when I'm at the salon getting it done, sometimes it'll get ripped out. And I ripped it out this morning when I was towel drying my hair. So now I have to wait for my husband to come home so he can help me put it back in. Every time it pops out, I do wash it with alcohol, and I'll like clean out my ear with alcohol, because I know it's kind of like gross, but I'm on the hunt for like the perfect bronzer brush, because I just don't love any of the ones that I use for bronzer. I'm getting over it. I used to love this one, but it kind of sheds a lot. This is one that I got in my kit from school. I don't hate it. I'm gonna try this right now with some Hoola. Actually, I haven't used this brush in a while because I just get so irritated with the shedding. And it's not like the whole bristle pops out. It's like little short itty bitty little hairs that fall off of this brush all the time. But I do like it. I think it bronzes up the skin nicely, and then I like to use like the edge of it, the paddle side of it, to bronze up my forehead area because it's the perfect shape. What's my puppy doing? I did my baby. That's not for you. That's mama's makeup, not puppy's makeup. Ew. This brush just sheds, and I just washed this. This is the first time I've used it since I washed it. I want to buy that Morphe one that's shaped like this. What is it, the R7? I actually don't own a single Morphe brush. I have the 35T palette and I love it, but the shipping is just such a pain in the arse. Do you see that? That is not an eyebrow hair. That's a bronzer brush hair. Now I'm grabbing this flathead shadow brush by Bare Essentials. I don't think this is a thing anymore, but I like it for nose contouring / bronzing of the sides of my nose. I don't know if this could be considered nose contouring, but those zits make my contour look disgusting. But that's like the worst part of my acne. Would you guys hate me if I said that I was already thinking about switching out my background again? This is my Wet n Wild contouring palette in Dulce de Leche, and I'm just grabbing the highlight shade with my sponge, just brightening up my under eyes a little bit. Look at the difference. Don't even tell me, okay, can you even really see on camera? I can totally see in person the brightness in my right under eye compared to my left. I totally see a difference. I'm gonna bring it down on the sides of my nose a little bit, just to sort of maybe deepen up that contour. Does it make my nose look smaller or not? I don't really know how to contour my nose. I want to do something in my background with lights. I used to have those like Christmas lights up here, and I want to get different ones and hang like a sheer curtain, like tulle or something over top of it. I want to get like twinkling lights. And then forget all this like desk with decorations and stuff behind me. I just want it to be like straight up lights with a little curtain. Let me know what you guys think of that. Now that them laugh lines are all vacant, I think I'm gonna do a little bit underneath my contour too. Just a bit. You guys, I got the sweetest little thank you note from my nephew. If you don't know that about me, I have 5 nieces and nephews. I have 2 nephews and 3 nieces, and I love them with all my heart. I think my nephew that I'm talking about actually watches my videos, so hey little buddy. He probably doesn't like to be called little buddy anymore because he's 16 years old. But it was his birthday not too long ago, and Cam and I sent him a little birthday gift, and as soon as he opened it, he texted us thank you, and we got a thank you note in the mail, which was so sweet. Where's my brow brush, yo? This is my Covergirl Easy Breezy Brow Shape and Define in Rich Brown, and I just like to use my brow brush and then just run it through my brows, just so I can get a little bit more of a precise application, because I do my brows after my foundation and everything, obviously. I need you guys to let me know in the comments what you guys want me to do, because for the past several months I've been really inspired, and you know, I just had idea after idea after idea as far as videos goes, and I usually have my videos recorded and edited and ready to go up when they're supposed to, since I post on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. And today is Thursday when I'm filming this, and this is the video that's supposed to go up tomorrow, and that's like not usually how my schedule goes. You know, usually I'm on top of things and they're ready to go up and scheduled before they even need to be. So I need you guys to let me know what you want me to film, what you want to see from me, and all of that good stuff. Because I don't like having to rush like I am now. I like being able to film when I want to film, edit when I want to edit. You know, I like being ahead of the game. Because right now, I had to film right now. If I didn't, there wouldn't be a video up tomorrow, which isn't the end of the world, but, whoa, that one was a little bit scary. I usually just like to let that dry, and then I will take this spoolie on the other side of my brow brush and just sort of brush it on out. I'm gonna wipe away this bakage. For blush, I'm dipping into my Coastal Scents palette, as I have been since I got these. I'm gonna go for these two here. I feel like I never use just one. I always am mixing, which this one is Gracious and I forget Tuberose, which are sort of similar colors, but Tuberose is more rosy and Gracious is more purpley. I'm just picking those up on a Luxie 640 and just dust it on my cheeks. They're restocking the Colourpop She palette today, and I really want to get it. Not only because it's gorgeous, mostly because of the packaging, and also because I want to use it in a Colourpop pan versus palette video. Most of you guys said that you liked that sort of idea for a series and you wanted to see more, and so I want to use that palette for maybe episode 2 of my pan versus palette series, because I've only done Coastal Scents and I don't own any Colourpop palettes. I only own their singles. Alright, and now for highlight. You know what? I'm gonna go for this highlight because I purchased this a while back and I do not use it as much as I should. This is the Essence Pure Nude highlighter in Be My Highlight, which I think they just have the one shade, on a Real Techniques setting brush. I'm just gonna pop that on the tops of my cheekbones and try and keep it away from any majorly raised acne bumps, just so that I don't bring too much attention to them. This is just not as like boom as I usually go for. You know, I go for those stark, hella metallic highlights. Just wiping off that bakage so that I can set my face with some setting spray, and then we'll move on to eyes. Also gonna tone down that blush look just a little bit. Wet n Wild setting spray. I have a newer subscriber who I love, and she's been commenting on a lot of my videos recently, and she requested that I do sort of like a chit chat, get ready with me, and I told her, I said, girl, I love doing those videos, but like, they're gonna be long. Like, those are longer videos. And she said, good. So this one's for you, girl. But I still hope it's not too long. Wow, I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing on my eyes. Please never mind my brows, cause yikes. Mama would be so disappointed in me. I think I'm gonna do the lower lash line first. I am first going to grab a more fluffy sort of shader brush, and I'm gonna very, very, very lightly dip it into Tuberose and just buff this on my lower lash line first to act as sort of like a transition shade. This is a blush. This is the same blush that I used on my face. And I'm not trying to keep this super duper close to my lower lash line. Sorry if it falls a little bit lower, because the real star of the show is gonna stay closer to the lower lash line. So this is sort of acting as like that diffusing agent, you know? I'm excited to see how these wear as eyeshadows, these blushes, because they are so pigmented you'd think that they're supposed to be an eyeshadow. My camera is heating up, bro. I feel you. I'm hot too, okay? All right, so now that I got that nice and blended out, I'm grabbing my Blinc and Boxycharm Electric Eyes palette. I obviously got this in a Boxycharm, and I'm gonna grab this beautiful cranberry-y, wine, purpley, shimmery goodness shade. And I'm using this sort of angled brush, but it's much thicker and fluffier than your typical angled brush. So I can get a relatively thin line with this brush, but then I can also sort of use it to buff it out. Okay, now I'm taking the brush that I applied that sort of transition shade with, and I'm just gonna use this to blend the rest of it out. And then I might go in with more pigment, you know, if too much of it gets blended away. Also, I decided to throw some earrings on, if you were wondering. That's where those came from. They were just sitting right here on this table, so I just threw them on, but they actually go pretty nicely with this look, don't you think? Blend, 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 blend. I feel like I need a little something something in my waterline. Colourpop Exit never ever steers me wrong. It's just a stark white shade. Really opens up the eyes. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but that's because I haven't done the top lid yet. I actually don't think I'm gonna do any eyeshadow on the top lid, but I am gonna do some wing liner. I'm so nervous I'm gonna mess this up. Okay, this is the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in the Pot. Creme Gel Color, that's what they're called, and it's in the shade Fast Lane. It's a really deep, deep teal color. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I think it looks really cool against my eye color. Most people like to think that my eyes are blue. I like to think they're gray, but this Fast Lane shade really brings out that blue in them. Where is my... Oh, I just dropped every single brush. To apply it, I'm gonna use this Colourpop winged liner brush. I think that's what it's called. It doesn't say anything on here, but I don't think they sell these pink brushes anymore, but they just came out with like a whole line of brushes. And I think they sell the same one with like the white packaging. And I think they call it the winged liner brush. Oh, I have the website open. I'm gonna look. Angled eye brush is what this is called. This is my favorite angled brush to use for liner because it is so stinking thin. The one thing maybe I don't like about this brush is that the handle is really long, so when you're trying to get like up close to a mirror, the end of the brush kind of gets in the way, but you know, it actually doesn't look that bad on camera, but it looks bad in person. Hopefully it'll look even better once I put some lashes on, you know, complete the whole look. Okay, now the hard parts. Getting the other one even. Please, everybody say a quick prayer for me. Please, Lord Jesus, let me slay this wing. You know what? I think I'm gonna call that good before I ruin them. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some mascara and some lashes, and I will be right back to do lips and wrap up this video. All right, so now that my lashes are on, let's go ahead and do my lip color. I am wearing my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara on my top and my bottom lashes, and then I popped on some Christina Wispies that I get off of Amazon. The ones on my left eye look a little bit wonky. Some of them are pointing like directly inwards because I actually tried to clean them. I've never really tried cleaning my lashes before. I've tried obviously pulling the glue off, but I like soaked them in alcohol and stuff to try and clean them so I could get some more uses out of them, and I think it worked for the most part, but this one here, just some of the lashes dried straight that way. For lips, I'm gonna use my Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade 03 Nude. I don't use this anywhere near as much as I should. I think it's so pretty. I'm also filling my lips in as best I can with this lip liner. I kind of like it like this, but I am still gonna top it off with a gloss. I don't think I've used this one yet. This is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie gloss in the shade Heartbreaker. Sort of a nice peachy pinky color. Oh my gosh, these smell exactly like Andes, those Andes mints, is that what they're called? Those little mints that are thin and rectangles and you eat them around Christmas time. This smells exactly like those. Oh my gosh, I wanna eat it. I wanna eat this gloss. I also like the applicator. It's sort of like an angled doe foot and it comes to more of a point sort of at the tip. I love this, I wanna eat this. And it looks pretty too. I feel like I just need more of a bang and highlight. Don't you think? I can't even see it. I can't even see it. So that's everything for this sort of chit-chatty get ready with me. I hope it was chit-chatty enough for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you guys next time. L'Oreal Pro Matte. Oh my god, do I look like I have gray hair? Oh my god, am I graying? Oh!